I'd always been told, and the story it's whether it's fiction or whether it makes sense to me. But what I'd been told over the years is that one of the contractors had a child at Tradewinds, and Tradewinds was hurting for money, so he went around in a steel mill. I think it was Inland Steel at the time, and he just walked up to every person he saw that he knew, and he said, "I want $100 for Tradewinds." And after about the fourth or fifth person that he'd hit, the next guy that he came to, and he said, "I want $100 for Tradewinds," and the guy looked and said, "$100? You're a pirate!" And he liked the name stuck, so we've been to pirates ever since. That's the story that I've always been told.
The story, as we hear it, is there were maybe a half a dozen gentlemen having lunch at Phil Schmidt's one day, and one of the individuals was a man named Tom Nau. I think it was his brainchild. And they came up with this idea that they're going to charge $100 and form this organization called the Pirates, and basically give all of the money to Tradewinds. It became instant. So Pirates and Tradewinds was a marriage from day one, as far as I understand it. I do know that organized labor, the labor organizations did build the first Tradewinds building. So I think Tom Nau had something to do with that, probably on the contractor side. But I know that between him and there was a gentleman named Rich O'Hare, who was one of the also one of the first sponsors or founders. I know that they had a pretty good network with the mills, because the mills were very big in the Pirates back in those days. It was probably 75, 76. We picked up a new client out here in Northwest Indiana. It was a sheet metal workers union, local 303. The head of that local was an individual named G. Russell Bassett. He was one of a kind. He was the one that got me interested in the Pirates. He actually invited me to one of the annual dinners, which they call the annual voyage, and that's all I had to see.
The two owners of our company were both pirates, and we really didn't have a lot of choices. We were told, "Hey, you're going to be a pirate." Okay. So we joined the Pirates and been a pirate ever since. That's how everybody in my office became a pirate. I just said, "Hey, you're joining the Pirates, you're joining the Pirates, you're joining the Pirates." So everybody in our place is a pirate.
Many of my customers as a banker were union people in unions and corporate construction companies. So it behooved me to be a pirate. Plus my uncle, the blood part of it, and it's just been enjoyable.
Well, I think all of my pirate memories evolve around the annual voyage and having the families come there with their children, and basically that's when we see where our money is going, where we see the donation really helping the community and helping the special needs children. And I can tell you, it's been more than once, more than twice, where it's brought tears not only to my eyes, but also other people that are there. You can just see it in the room, how happy we are and how proud we are that we're helping the Tradewinds.
I would say that my wife was probably the main driving force. When I was a kid, I mean, it wasn't, I came from a fairly rough neighborhood, and it wasn't, there wasn't a lot to be generous with. But and then after we got married, and we got married fairly young, and as we got married and had kids of our own, I realized we have a lot more to be generous with. And if you don't have money, you have time. If you don't, you can help out. You can pitch in some other way. There's always ways to be generous, and I just never understood it until we get married.
Everyone knows where the money's going, and that's the key. When you can educate the members of your club, association, organization, and educate them properly that, hey, we're not using that money for administration, we're not using that money to pay salaries. Our administrative costs in the Pirates are probably less than 10%. So the money we raise is all going to special needs children, and that's what makes it the organization that it is.
Meant a lot. That's why I'm still on the board. I've been retired for 14 years. So, something you don't walk away from.
As long as I'm here, I'm always going to be a pirate, Hell, I've been a pirate now, again, almost 40 years, so why would I not be a pirate?
I'm a pirate because of what your organization does for the families of Northwest Indiana. I mean, I got to be a pirate originally because I was told I could be a pirate, but now I'm still a pirate, and I'm an active pirate because it's my way of helping support the families and the kids that are, whose services, you guys provide. That's why I'm still a pirate. I mean, and that's why I've become a more active pirate, because I've gotten to a stage in my career, in my life, where I can get out and reach out and touch people. Mostly touch them for money, and I touch them, and it's nice because I can take that, and then we can bundle that and give it to you guys, which is what it's what I can offer for those families. I can offer some of the, as the pirates go, our booty. We can offer some of our wealth and our booty for the families, and that's what we get to do.
Would I do anything different? Absolutely not. I would do it all exactly the same because it's just too good a feeling to let go. Now, we all have to let go one of these days and turn it over to the next generation, and that's another area where we're concentrating right now, is bringing in young pirates, younger pirates, so that this thing continues to go forward.